Okay. Hello, people. How are you? George Halleck speaking from MG Comics. Welcome. Another submission of CGC. Let's get into it. Let's check what's in it. You know, I want to tell you guys that I like to do it with you guys. It's fun. I hope you enjoyed this little CGC opening there. This one, I'm not sure if it's personal or, personal because we have customers that ask us to submit stuff for them. So it might be. It might not be. I have to check. I'm not sure. But we'll find out like very, very fast. And we can still show it you, worst case scenario. Let me see. This is. Oh, that's ours. Okay. So let's look at it. Okay. Just curious what I got signed. Okay, the first one. I really love this cover. It's a Ghost Rider number 26, signed by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. I like the blue. I think it's one of his, it's a nice cover. It's different, So 998, very nice. Okay. I was, I thought they would come back all 9/8, but looks like they're not. Honestly, these books are really nice, so I'm surprised they're not 9/8, but I must have missed something. So again, Jim Lee and Scott Williams, 9/4. Okay. A little bit disappointing, of course, because there's no way we can get our money back. We're probably gonna have to lose money. And then another 9/6. Because he charges $50, $60. He charges it $25. So our cost is about $100, $120 US. So almost like 180 Canadian. I don't know if we could get 180 Canadians for 9/4. But we could probably break even. Okay, this is Emma Frost. Signed by Greg Horn. He used to do a lot of covers. I think he's amazing, Greg Horn. Now he just does like actors with whatever, which is quite interesting, which he does limit of 300. He prints his own comic book with a nice cover, and he gets the art, actors to sign for it. I think the last one, I remember the Wolverine one. That was really good. I got one of those, and I sold it right away, and we made good money. I should have gotten more signed. Hugh Jackman. Okay, let's look at the next books. Okay, that's already the first book looks good. It's an amazing spread. 9/6. I thought it was 9/8. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So this lot, they're not gonna be high grade. The reason why is because we got all these sketches done by different artists. Mostly Scott LaBelle. It's more like a parody than anything else. And every time I list them, I sell them right away. They don't go for a lot of money, but they sell. So you have Captain. You know what? I'm not smart enough to know what is the parody, but there is a parody in here. Sometimes, so 9/6, but it's not about the grade. It's more about the comic book. Then we have two Fausts. Okay, with a sketch. Tim Vigil. Okay. 9092. I thought they were high grade, but I asked my wife and she was impressed. I go, were they that bad condition? She goes, yeah, they're not like mint copies, Alright, let's look at here. Okay. Oh man, Scott LaBelle, I love it. He's a good friend of ours and he's such a nice guy there. Okay, then you have Flash Forward. I'm sure that someone is into Flash, he'll probably understand what he did. I don't know what it really means. I just see Flash and I don't know, maybe he ran into something. Maybe Kaka? I don't know. What do you think? Who knows what he did? But we saw these very well. Okay. Oh, this one's cute. This is we're gonna keep it for ourselves. So this is me, this is May, and this is Leon. We have a runner. Leon, slow down, and then hey. So you see like a little Leon running around, and then yeah, and that's Uncle Scott LaBelle. Very good guy there. Okay, let's see what else is in here. You have a Fantastic Four. He uses basically just crayons and he draws this. And you know, I don't know if you guys know about Scott Lobel. He's the one who took the run of X-Men starting like 285 to like 350. Age of Apocalypse. He did like Nightwing. He did everything. And to be honest with you, I think I know that in terms of he's the writer that has generated the most revenue from any writer in the history of comic books, because his X-Men run were heavily printed, and the Age of Apocalypse were heavily printed. So I hear like these I think maybe like 10, 20 million comic books. 20 million comic books he sold. I don't know, a big number. A store. Okay, that's a nice one. She's, I guess, in the clouds with her hair. Okay, that's the kind of parody. Her hair is a cloud and she's in the sky, I guess. Okay, cute. Okay. Gambit. Okay. Again, the condition doesn't matter. Okay, then you have the Hulk. Interesting. I like this one. This is nice. You know, look at this. It reminds me a little bit of Scotty Young. So I think the parody is about Scotty Young. I think that's a little bit like that. You know, like big, Scotty Young likes to have the big heads or whatever. And you have Wonder Woman here. I don't think there's a parody here. Okay. And then you have here all new X-Men 9.0. Then you have the X-Men here. You know, it's cute. It's nice. I like these. Anyway, it's hard to believe when people buy these, and we sell every time we get some, and we list them. They go for about $250, $200 each. So it's not like they're gonna go for big bucks there, you know. But they still sell, you know. All right, let me get this last batch. We don't want to drop them, right, guys? That is something. Okay, so this one, you know, I think a little bit rigid CGC. Sometimes they have these guys that are really rigid, and we sent in 4 copies of Predator, 2 first print and 2 second print. And look at this beautiful sketch. This is from our good friend Sam De La Rosa. Usually he doesn't do this one, because it takes like half an hour to 45 minutes to do it. So most artists are not going to do this kind of work unless, you know, it will cost like at least $300-400 just to do something like that. You know, $200 minimum. And 9.6. Me, I thought they're all 9.8s, but you know, I could see like this, but this book is really hard to find in a true 9.8. Usually, you send a book once. Comes back 9.6. You send it back, comes back 9.8. It depends. So we can probably send this book back, ask them to press them, and I wouldn't be surprised if 2 out of the 4 come back 9.8. I wouldn't be surprised. Another 9.8. So the second print, you can only tell from the inside, and I think the red is a little bit stronger, maybe. But anyway, you can see how beautiful this book is. It's very hard to find any default on these books there. So they could have easily given it a 9.8, but they chose to give it all 9.6s. I'm pretty sure like another day we're gonna got an 8. This one too, I think this guy is really, really tough. Yeah, like I remember this book and I thought it was a 9.8, and I graded it as a 9.8, but it gives it a 9.6. C'est la vie, guys. What can you do? All right, let's finish this off. We have Deathlock. Okay, I asked him because I'm asking Trump to do some stuff with Trump. I always think that it would sell very, very well. Like him, dislike him, I think we're gonna sell this and we're gonna get big bucks for it. So Donald Trump as Deathlock. Okay, and here's a tour again. Okay, and I think it's kind of Donald Trump tour. I think all these are all Donald Trump kind of stuff. And then you have the Fantastic Four, Make America Great Again. So I'm pretty sure we can sell these very well. We have a Grease #1. Okay. And then finally, this is for sure comedy. You know, you have Doom, and then you have the actor from Iron Man, and then he's saying Feige, which is what have you done to me, you know, kind of. And actually, he's hitting him on the head. So I guess the thing is Feige, maybe, I don't know. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. These are all going to be listed on our website, mgcomics.ca. I appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time.